Good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue my part series, The Week That Was College Football History and Review, the 1977 college football season. This is week number 6, I believe. Week number 6. Week number 6. Let's check and double check. Week number 6. Yes, week number 6 for October the 15th, 1977. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Penn State, number 10 team in the country, beat Syracuse by a score of 31-24. With Coach Joe Paterno in the hospital with son David, who injured himself in a trampoline accident, the Lions won an emotional road battle. They did so despite heroics by Syracuse quarterback Bill Hurley, who threw for a school record 329 yards and ran for 55 yards, despite being sacked 7 times. Hurley could not overcome 31-10 deficit created when Lions scored on 4 of first 5 possessions and again in third quarter. Quarterback Chuck Fusina led the offense that enjoyed easier time in first half. Orangeman rallied with 14 fourth quarter points, including an 11-yard touchdown pass from Hurley to wide receiver Mike Jones. Boston College beat West Virginia 28-24. North Carolina beat North Carolina State by a score of 27-14. Tar Heels grabbed a first place in ACC as tailback famous Amos Lawrence to celebrate first start with 216 yards rushing. North Carolina built a 27-0 lead before Wolfpack could answer 2 touchdown passes by quarterback Johnny Evans in the fourth quarter. North Carolina State fell behind early, not getting first down in the first quarter, and trailing for good on a 38-yard field goal by North Carolina kicker Tom Biddle. Tar Heels bumped lead to 10-0 with 6-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Mike Kupek to tight end Brooks Williams. On drive featuring 19-yard pass from holder Jimmy Rouse to Williams on a fake field goal. Lead soon was increased as Hills linebacker Buddy Curry returned interception 31 yards for a touchdown. Wolfpack meanwhile found ditching North Carolina territory difficult, not cross the 50-yard line until late in the third quarter. Next, Georgia Tech beat Auburn 38-21. Kentucky, the number 12 team in the country, beat number 16 Louisiana State 33-13. Number 12 Wildcats were running on all cylinders, and SEC was taking notice as the Tigers trailed 13-7 in third quarter before Kentucky exploited touchdown variety hosted by its offense, special teams, and defense. Cats tailback Randy Brooks had 121 yards on 17 carries, took advantage of the dominant offensive line, railing 53 yards to set up a 4-yard touchdown run by quarterback Derek Ramsey. LSU tried field goal blocked by Cats nose guard Richard Jaffe, with defensive end Art Still scooping up the ball, returned it 52 yards for a touchdown. Stunned Tigers gave up an 81-yard interception return for a touchdown by Kentucky defensive back Dallas Owens. LSU quarterback David Woodley accounted for throwing and running touchdowns. Next, I'm going to give it to is Michigan versus Wisconsin, where number 1 Michigan beat number 14 Wisconsin 56-0. The last thing a Big Ten team needs to do was to make Wolverines take notice by opening 5-0. The Badgers were making noise in the Big Ten, but this thrashing quickly quieted Wisconsin because Michigan tailback Roosevelt Smith ran for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns in place of injured tailback Harlan Huckabee, while quarterback Rick Leach was sharp, 2 touchdown passes, 127 yards passing, 10 of 16 passing, and an interception was sharp. Wolverines gained 546 yards and allowed only 126 yards. Halfback Ira Matthews was mildest of Wisconsin's weapons with 5 carries for 27 yards rushing. Next, we got the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Iowa State. The Iowa State upset number 9 Nebraska 24-21. Nebraska I-back with peculiar and wonderful name, I Am Hip, had 165 yards rushing on 25 carries, raced 59 yards to the end zone on second play from scrimmage. So it looked like the Huskers was avenged, where a serious loss lingering from 1976. Ohio State quarterback Terry Rubley answered that with a 30-yard touchdown run, capped a 76-yard drive to prove Cyclones came to win. Hip tallied again at the end of the first quarter, which at 14-7 was the last time Nebraska had the lead. Iowa State wiped away deficit with 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. After 32-yard field goal by kicker Scott Coleman extended Cyclone lead to 24-14 early in the second half. Hip scored his 3rd touchdown. That proved to be Nebraska's last surge as Cyclone's defense posted 4th quarter shutout. The Cyclones defense posted a 4th quarter shutout. Iowa State defensive tailback Dexter Green had a monster game, 139 yards rushing, 33 carries. And fullback Cal Cummins had 115 yards rushing on 20 carries. Each riddled Huskers defense and scored a touchdown. Next, Colorado, number 3 team in the country, played against Kansas, where this matchup ended in a 17-17 tie. Rallying from 14-point deficit in the 4th quarter, Jayhawks almost pulled off a miracle with a final drive into Colorado territory. After Kansas defensive back Leroy Irvin's late interception, offense marched to Colorado 22-yard line until fumble ruined everything with 14 seconds left. Tailback Howard Ballage, 91 yards rushing on 19 carries, rushed for 2 touchdowns to build Colorado's lead to 17-3 in the 4th quarter, despite the fact that Buffalo was registered only 259 yards. Backup quarterback Brian Bethke, with help from Jayhawks' 344 yards rushing attack, moved Kansas on sharp 29 yards and 21-yard drives. First capped by fullback Norris Banks, 1-yard dive following recovery. Next, we got Arkansas versus Texas. For Texas, the number 2 team in the country, beat number 8 Arkansas. This is about 2 top 10 teams. Number 2 Texas versus number 8 Arkansas. But number 2 Texas beat number 8 Arkansas 13-9. What ultimately proved to be battle for the Southwest crown went down to the wire, with Longhorns driving 80 yards in the 4th quarter for game sole touchdown. With less than 7 minutes left, quarterback Randy McEachern hit 3 passes for 72 yards. He completed only 4 of 10 for the game to set up halfback Johnny Lamb Jones winning 1-yard touchdown. Prior to Jones' score, kicker Russell Exerben of Texas and kicker Steve Little of Arkansas waged a magnificent kicking duel as Exerben put Texas ahead 6-0 on 52 yards field goals. While Little nailed 33 yards, 67 yards, 25 yards field goal, his second boot tying Exerben's 3-week-old NCAA distance mark. Texas halfback Earl Campbell ran for 188 yards and added 31-yard screen pass to set up winning score. Arkansas could not convert late 3rd and 3 play and paid for it. Southern Methodist beat Houston 37-23. This was an upset. Number 19 Houston lost to Southern Methodist 37-23. As Astrodome fans never witnessed anything like this. Up 23-17, Cougars attempted a field goal with 4 minutes left. SMU cornerback David Hill blocked pick to spark rally. Pass happy Mustangs surprisingly ground out 80-yard drive, scoring on a 14-yard touchdown run by tailback Art Whittingham at 136 yards and 26 carries. Whittingham's touchdown was scored with 39 seconds remaining. Amazingly, the Mustangs scored 2 more touchdowns as Houston quarterback Delrick Brown lost fumble on own 2-yard line to set up tailback Tennell Atkins' 2-yard touchdown run, and cornerback D.K. Perry returned interception for 37 yards for closing score. Brown threw for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns, while SMU quarterback Mike Ford gained 259 yards in the air. Brigham Young beat Colorado. Brigham Young beat Colorado 63-17. Brigham Young beat Colorado State 63-17. As Brigham Young quarterback Mark Wilson shed his backup role with big performance, with quarterback Gifford Nielsen out with long-term injury. Mark Wilson, the quarterback of Brigham Young, threw for 332 yards, 15 out of 25, and an interception. He enjoyed new stats by setting WAC records with 7 touchdowns to go with the interception. As the Cougars opened scoring with 37-yard touchdown pass to tight end Todd Thompson to cap a 92-yard drive. The Rams of Colorado State running back Ron Harris answered with a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. BYU then marched 82 yards to 25-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver George Harris to take lead for good. Now Thompson caught 2 more touchdown passes to help build a 42-10 halftime edge for BYU. Now Colorado State kicker Erlen Howley kicked a 47-yard field goal. Next, Washington beat Stanford by a score of 45-21. Long play touchdowns ruined the Cardinals of Stanford, who wasted big effort by quarterback Guy Benjamin, who was 28 of 47, 376 yards in return from injury. Washington scored 6 touchdowns, including an 83-yard run on sweep by tailback Joe Steele, who had 177 yards on 29 carries and 2 touchdowns. 59-yard burst up the middle by fullback Ron Gibson. 73-yard punt return by defensive back Nesby Glasgow. 26-yard touchdown pass by quarterback Warren Moon to wide receiver Spider Gaines. And 29-yard interception return by defensive back Greg Grimes. Wide receiver James Lofton scored Stanford's touchdowns on catches of 10 yards, 42 yards, 19 yards. The teams combined for 916 yards, with Huskies gaining 507 yards, 360 yards rushing. So that concludes a look at Week 6 of the games that were played on October the 15th, 1977. Let's get into the October 17th AP poll. Number 20 was Clemson. Number 19, Florida. 18, Nebraska. 17, Brigham Young. 16, Iowa State. 15 was California. 14, Pittsburgh. 13, Texas Tech. Texas A&M. Number 12. Number 11, Notre Dame. The top 10 round out is this. Penn State, number 10. 9, Arkansas. 8, Kentucky. 7, Colorado. 6, Oklahoma. The top 5 round out is this. Number 5, Southern California. 4, Iowa State. 3, Alabama. 2, Texas. And number 1, Michigan. Again, number 10, Penn State. 9, Arkansas. 8, Kentucky. 7, Colorado. 6, Oklahoma. Number 5, Southern California. 4, Iowa State. 3, Alabama. Number 2, Texas. And number 1, Michigan. So that concludes a look at Week 6. The games that were played on October 15th, 1977. Week 6, October 15th, 1977. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video with this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.